They promise something everyone wants. Free money, free crypto, a once-in-a-lifetime giveaway. No risk, no effort, just one click. The message looks familiar, the face is recognizable, the name is trusted, MrBeast, or at least it looks like him. Across social media, search results, comment sections, ads, and even fake life scams using the image and brand of famous creators are exploding. And the most copied name on the internet right now isn't a politician, a bank, or a tech CEO. This is not a story about MrBeast being involved in scams. It's the opposite. It's about how his popularity has made him a weapon, one used by scammers to exploit trust at massive scale. And what's truly alarming is how sophisticated these scams have become, how fast they spread, and how easy it is for ordinary people to fall for them, because for the victims, it doesn't feel like a scam at all. It feels official. It starts innocently enough. A post, a comment, a sponsored-looking ad, sometimes even a live stream titled Official Giveaway or Final Round. The pitch is always simple. Send a small amount of crypto, or connect your wallet, and receive more back instantly. Other times, it's a fake platform promising rewards for registering through a MrBeast event. The design is clean, the language feels familiar, the branding is copied perfectly. And that's the first reason these scams work. They don't look suspicious. They look professional. Scammers aren't inventing random identities anymore. They're hijacking credibility that already exists. MrBeast, by design, is associated with generosity, massive giveaways, and spectacle. His real content has trained people to believe that impossible rewards are normal and that psychological association is gold. Scammers understand something fundamental about human behavior. People don't verify gifts, they verify threats. When someone promises you danger, you slow down. When someone promises you a reward, you rush forward, especially if you trust the source. That's why these scams target fans, casual viewers, and even people who've never watched a full MrBeast video but recognize the name. Trust travels faster than skepticism. But how do these scams actually work? Most people imagine a single hacker behind a screen, but that image is outdated. What exists today is an ecosystem, a supply chain of fraud. At the first level, there are template creators, groups that design fake landing pages, fake exchanges, and fake wallet pop-ups. They build them once, then sell or rent them to smaller operators. At the second level, there are traffic specialists whose only job is distribution. They flood YouTube comments, hijack replies under popular videos, buy low-quality ads, or compromise old social media accounts that already have followers. Then come the impersonators. Fake channels with cloned profile photos, usernames almost identical to real creators, sometimes even visual tricks that resemble verification badges. And finally, automation. Bots push the same scam message thousands of times per hour. Links rotate constantly. Domains appear and disappear within days. By the time a platform removes one version, 3 more already exist. The scam doesn't need to last long. It just needs to work briefly. And many people don't realize what's happened until it's over. In crypto-based scams, there is usually no customer support, no chargeback, and no recovery. Once the funds move, they're gone. What makes these scams especially dangerous is how they blend reality and fiction. Sometimes scammers reuse real clips from actual MrBeast videos, edited just enough to look like a live event. Other times, they create fake live streams that run non-stop, replaying loops while a chat filled with bots pretends that people are receiving rewards. Messages appear saying, "Just received my ETH," or "It worked, thank you." Social proof is simulated, urgency is manufactured, and hesitation feels expensive. But there's another layer that's newer and far more troubling. AI. Deepfake technology has made it possible to create realistic audio and video impersonations. Not perfect, but convincing enough to fool someone scrolling quickly, especially on a small screen and especially when expectations are already primed. In some cases, scammers don't even need video. They need a voice, a sentence, a familiar tone. When technology lowers the cost of deception, fraud scales. And this isn't limited to one creator. MrBeast is simply the most visible example because of scale. His name generates clicks, his brand implies generosity, and his reach is global. But the same mechanics apply to other creators, celebrities, and public figures. What changes is the audience. Gaming creators are used to target younger users, finance influencers are used to target investors, and tech personalities are used to target crypto holders. The strategy adapts, but the core is identical. Hijack trust, inject urgency, and remove friction. This raises an uncomfortable question. Why do these scams keep working, even when awareness is increasing? The answer is simple and unsettling, because platforms are not designed for verification, they're designed for speed. Content is rewarded for engagement, not authenticity. Comments load instantly, ads rotate automatically, and usernames can look nearly identical. Moderation always happens after the damage is done. Scammers aren't exploiting a single bug, they're exploiting how the entire system functions. And while platforms remove thousands of scam accounts every day, the economics still favor fraud. It costs almost nothing to create a fake channel, almost nothing to clone a page, and it only takes a few victims to turn a profit. That's why the scams don't stop, they adapt. Many scam campaigns even study takedown patterns. They know how long a video or site is likely to survive and calculate conversion rates within that window. Fraud becomes math. And here's the part most people don't talk about. Victims often blame themselves. They feel embarrassed, ashamed, and silently responsible, which means many cases are never reported. The real scale is likely far larger than the numbers anyone sees publicly. What looks like a fringe problem is, in reality, an industrial operation, and it feeds on one thing above all else: credibility borrowed from others. That's why real creators constantly warn their audiences, repeating that they will never ask for money, never ask for wallets, and never run giveaways in comment sections. But warnings don't travel as fast as hope. Hope is clickable. Hope feels good. And scammers understand that better than anyone. So how do you protect yourself? First, assume no giveaway ever requires payment. Second, understand that real events do not happen through comment replies, private messages, or cloned live streams. Third, verify information through official links, not through what appears in front of you. And most importantly, slow down. Scams thrive on speed, and verification kills them. This story isn't about a single creator, and it's not about crypto alone. It's about how modern trust is weaponized, how fame becomes infrastructure, and how deception doesn't need to convince millions, it only needs to convince enough. Because in a digital world, attention is currency, and trust is the most valuable asset of all. Scams like these will continue to evolve, borrowing new faces, new technologies, and new platforms. The names will change, the mechanics won't, and once you understand how they work, you start seeing them everywhere. If this kind of story matters to you, subscribe to the channel. Here we break down real-world fraud, modern scams, and the hidden systems behind them, so you can see what most people miss.